Good evening. Welcome in, everybody. Hello, hello. Welcome in, Mr. Morningstar and Killerbot. How's everybody doing tonight? It's time. We're gonna do the cookbook challenge. We're gonna see how many triples I can get using the cookbook armies that Supercell has so kindly provided. So this will be interesting. And I think we'll add a little bit of a twist to it as well. Start recording here. Sure everything's all good to go. And it looks like we are ready to roll. Okay. Curious, why does it say the clan castle's 59 out of 60 on this one? That's weird. They couldn't throw an archer in there? Make a poll on whether the meta is going to change or not after the update? I mean, it's obviously too early to tell. Too early to tell. But sure, let's make a poll. We don't even know, like, we know what things are changing, but we don't even know to what extent. Like, there's not even a little bit of an idea as to what may or may not change after the balance changes. Also, I don't necessarily think they're going to wait for an update to do the balance changes, although they might. I would hope not if they're going to announce it this early, though. I feel like that's something they're just going to kind of do. But yeah, it's way too early to tell. We don't even know. We don't know what the stats are going to be on the things that are changing with the balance updates. For example, it says... Let me see if I can pull it up here. We can take a quick look at it. Let's see. Here we go. Oh, can I not open this in a new tab? I guess not. Yo, Fonzarelli. Thank you for the resub. I appreciate that. Welcome in. It's good to see you. Thank you for the 7 months. Thank you, thank you. You're going all in on no. Again, it's just way too early to tell. There's actually no way to say yes or no. So let's pull this up. It's kind of a redundant poll. Let's see. Where's my button? There it is. So let's shrink this down a little bit. There we go. We'll just focus on this part here. So, and what I was talking about was, for example, they said Dragon Rider HP increased for levels 4 and 5. For all we know, that could be a 1 HP increase. We don't know if it's 1 HP, if it's 100 HP, nothing like that. All they told us is like a very general idea of things that are changing. Now, depending on how big of a change it is, we could potentially see Hydra coming back. We could see Mass Dragon Riders coming back, which people were already starting to kind of do at Town Hall 17. But again, it just depends on how much they increase the HP. Obviously, there's a threshold that would make Dragon Riders OP. The odds of them doing that is practically zero, but it's something to keep in mind. Same for the throwers. It would be really interesting if the HP and DPS increases for the throwers are enough to make them like viable in normal mode and maybe hard mode. And same for the miners, but yeah, we have no idea. There's no way to know right now. I am very curious to see what the actual numbers are going to be for the changes. And it says these changes... Okay, so this is... They already confirmed it here. They're not doing this in an update. The The changes will take effect in an upcoming maintenance break, and we'll make sure to post about it so you're all aware. So this is coming soon. This isn't something that they're waiting for an update on. Clash Ninja has a graphic. Does he have all the stats that are like actually changing? If he does, we'll do a little deep dive right here. Actually, did he post it on Twitter? Oh, he does. Okay, okay. He's got all the numbers. My guy. Let's take a look. I'm gonna have to shrink this back down. Let's see if I can fit the whole thing in one little block here. And we'll go over it. Oop, maybe. Do a little video here. Just posted it in my chat. I appreciate it. There we go. And pretty much perfect. There we go. Alright, we'll do a little video on this as well that we can share probably tomorrow. So Clash is Clash, man. I just can't even get a good start going. Hello, Dolphin. What happened to 100-day free-to-play? We haven't started it yet. We'll probably start it very soon, but I've just been busy with other stuff and haven't gotten to it. Alright, let's do this. So, Supercell... Well, I should say Clash of Clans, not Supercell. You love how they say June, but it's not before June 30th? How do we know that it's not before June 30th? Do we know... Do we have a date? Oh, I see it. It's right here on the Twitter. Let me make that part of the thing. It's literally right there with what Clash Ninja said. How far over is this? Jesus. It's right here. These changes will not go live before June 30th, so they're July updates. Or no, it's not an update, it's just balance changes. We gotta be careful about the terminology. Now, it's possible that they add the balance changes to an update, but considering that we just had an update, I would say probably not. Look at the top right. Okay. Just messaging me. I'll worry about it later. You really just like the new font changes on Twitch? Did they change font? I didn't honestly notice. I'll look at it later. It's too big and too weird. Alright, let's do this for a quick video. So, Clash of Clans has announced some balance changes, and I'm actually very happy because this is the first time in almost 10 months that Clash of Clans has done any balance changes to the troops. It has been since last September/October, because they had a little bit of overlap there, but almost a full year since we've had any balance changes. So finally, we're seeing some balances to the troops themselves. Let's take a look. So, big thanks to Clash Ninja for providing the actual numbers here and this wonderful graphic that we will be referencing. We can see exactly what the changes are going to be. So starting off with the HP increase for the Dragon Rider, level 4 getting an extra 100 HP, and then level 5 getting another 300 HP. That's pretty significant there for the Dragon Rider. So let me double check levels here, just to make sure that we are talking about like maxed out troops. So yes, level 5 is maxed. We got a lot of changes for the thrower here. I almost called it a Cyclops. I think that probably would have been a better name for the troop, but we'll just ignore level 1 and 2. But looking at level 3, 2100 to 2400. So again, another 300 HP increase, but he's also getting a DPS increase going from 200 to 210. So he's going to hit just a little bit harder. The Miner's also getting a lot of HP increases across the board, but looking at level 11 from 1600 to 1750 HP, And keep in mind that this is also going to increase with the life gem if you were to run a hybrid or minor attack and use the life gem on the Warden, and then the DPS increase going from 160 to 175. Hero healing for the healers. Now, this is not going to be good enough to bring back Queen Charge. I hate to hit you with the cold water, but it's just not happening. We are not seeing Queen Charge hybrid or Queen Charge anything anytime soon at Town Hall 17. But for other attacks like Warden Walks, this will be important in level 10 healers going from 74 to 78, and that's on the hero healing, not the troop healing. Super Miners getting an HP increase, 4,100 to 4,400, another pretty big increase there on HP. And then their DPS also increasing quite a bit here. It's going to go from 245, well, 230 to 245 at the low end, 680 to 695 on the high end, because obviously the Super Miner ramps up in damage. And then the Super Minion is going to get 7 long shots again, which I feel like it had in the past, but lost one in a nerf. But it is going to 7 shots. What else did I... Okay. Let's keep going. So I think this one will be interesting here. We do have these Super Bowlers. I'll be curious to see if Super Bowler Smash makes its way back into the meta. Super Bowlers are one of those that I feel like is just on the outside of being a meta troop again, because obviously Super Bowler Smash was popular for Town Hall 16 and the earlier days of Town Hall 17, but as the defenses have increased, Super Bowlers have kind of been pushed away. And I'd say something similar for Super Witches. Now, Super Witches are viable, but not so much in hard mode. It would have been nice to see them get a little bit of a buff, but in any case, the Super Bowler HP going from 2,600 to 2,900, and then their DPS from 245 to 260. So pretty significant increases for the Super Bowler. Hopefully we get to see Super Bowler Smashes yet again, and we know that'll make Yada happy. The Super Hog Rider getting some buffs. We love to see that. We always love to see Hog Rider buffs. The HP going from 1,900 to 2,100, so you know I'm going to be trying my Super Hog Rider attacks yet again. And then this one here I don't think is going to be relevant for anything, but we do have some changes for the Super Wizard. The DPS going from 290 to 305. Will we see Blizzard again? Unlikely, but I mean, it's at least getting some more damage. And then for the nerfs, the DPS for the Scatter Shot is going from, well, at level 6 from 195 to 185, and then the Supercharge 1 is going from 5 to 3, so it's a 40% decrease for that. So the Supercharge is definitely getting a big hit. And then, not a significant hit at max level, but 195, 185, the Scatter Shots are still going to be good defenses. And then finally, for some reason, we are seeing the HP on walls being reduced. And then you can see all the numbers here. I'm just going to skip down to the max level. 15.5 thousand to 13,000. So it's losing a few thousand HP, which is kind of an interesting change. Not really something I expected to see, but sure. So they do say that this is the June 2025 balance change. But if we scroll over and take a look at the rest of the tweet here from Mr. Ninja, he does say these changes will not go live before the 30th of June. So obviously I don't know when these changes are going to go into effect. I grabbed the wrong thing here, but they're not going to be June balance changes. I'd say probably early July, unless they're going to hold off for the next update, which I would be surprised if that was the case. Why would they announce it so early? But we'll just have to wait and see. For the Archer Queen? True. Yeah, the Queen loves beating the walls. Now, whenever these balances do come into the game, like I said earlier in this video, it has been a very long time since we've seen balances like this for the troops directly. I do really hope that Supercell doesn't wait this long to do balances like these again. I feel like these should be a fairly regular thing to help make sure the meta staying fresh, make sure troops that are being overused are being cut back a little bit, and troops that aren't being used at all are getting a little bit boosted up. I mean, that's the entire idea for balances. So why it's taken so long to finally get some balances going, I have no idea. There's still some stuff that I would have liked to have seen in this, but I'm just happy to see any balance changes happening whatsoever at this point. Not sure if there's really anything else to add. That's pretty much it. It says the reduced wall HP is to make attacks less reliant on wall-breaking troops, like Root Riders and Dragons. What? That's the most ridiculous thing I've heard. That can't be the reason. I don't see how reducing the wall HP is going to make people use Electro Titan Smash. The wall ignoring troops, yeah. But, I don't know. Oh, the walls are slightly softer now. Let's use Electro Titans. Or we could give the Electro Titans a level. They're kind of right in their reasoning. I don't use dragons because of the wall dodging. I use dragons just because they're strong. But roots stay as strong as before? Exactly. Like, making walls softer doesn't suddenly make Root Riders or Dragons a less viable strategy. If Dragons had to destroy walls, would you still use them? It depends on how strong they are. Okay, let me put it this way. Are you going to start using Electro Titans or something like Electro Titans because the walls are softer? Plus, with jump spells, with log launcher, with earthquake boots, are walls really that big of a factor? I think the only helpful areas that walls are in like very niche areas for like pathing and for like when certain troops happen to get stuck, which doesn't really happen that often. We don't really see troops beating on walls because usually people account for the walls anyway. Granted, if you don't need a jump spell, that does free up spell space and makes Root Riders a bit better. So I could see the logic there. But, yeah, that's not really the issue with Root Riders. Plus Scatter Nerf, goodbye defending. That's a bit dramatic. The Scatter Shot's not getting nerfed that heavily. Defenses are going to be just fine. Yep, Scatter Shots are losing a whole 10 damage. The sky is falling. I saw a, I don't even know if they're really a base building org, but there's a base building group on, that I saw on Twitter posting about how Scatter Shots are becoming useless. It's like, hey, I don't think you're the kind of guys I'd want building my bases if that's what you think's happening here. Kind of lack a basic understanding of defending if that's the case. Well, here's another counterpoint to that, Elfie. If walls are that big of a factor, why don't we see more Lalo? Like, it's kind of the same idea, right? Because the balloons don't have to deal with walls. Just trying to, like, you know, follow that logic that Supercell is following. I wish we'd see more Lalo. We'll see. Lavaloon was everywhere until Town Hall 17. I know, and we need to see it at Town Hall 17. But it didn't have anything to do with Town Hall 17 walls. Oh, I'm getting booted out of my game. Why? Why what? Why did Lalo disappear? It just isn't good enough for Town Hall 17, really. Now, I don't know if it's good enough now because we just got new levels for hounds and balloons. I think that's still yet to be seen. But the overall problem with the meta is you have two armies that are just way stronger than everything else. And you can blame it on the walls or whatever you want, but that's just the fact of the matter. I don't think the walls are the issue. I guess we'll see. Do we really think that taking a couple thousand HP off the walls will make that big of a difference? Like I said, we'll just have to wait and see. What I think they should have done, at least exclusively for root riders, is make spring traps able to fling them. And maybe by that same logic, we should make Seeking Air Mines able to kill a dragon in one shot. If we make those two changes, we would see the meta change very quickly. And I also like that idea because it puts the power back into the base builders, right? Because if you have those, if you have spring traps and Seeking Air Mines that are highly important, then bases that are built poorly with those traps are not going to defend well. But if you have bases that are built really well for those armies in mind, then it's going to have a big impact on attacks. That would be my solution. But we'll see if the walls work. Alright, we'll split that recording. I think that's pretty much all we're going to say for that. I'll do a little outro later. But yeah. Isn't it crazy, though, that we haven't seen buffs and nerfs in 9 months? Almost 10 months? I've been complaining about it for a while. So I'm finally glad I can stop complaining for a while. I'm sure everybody else is glad that I'll stop complaining for a while. The main issue Lavaloon had was the Town Hall and the Spitters. Oh yeah, for Town Hall 17. Other than indirect buffs to roots, we get those often. I'm not sure about that. Alright. Well, something else we're going to get into today, which I mentioned at the start of the stream, we are going to do cookbook challenges. With these wonderful armies. So there are, what, I think 9 armies here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 7, 8, 9. Some of these are geared for Town Hall 16 for some reason. I don't know why that's the case, because I'm obviously not a Town Hall 16, but we're just going to run them and go with it. So, with there being 9 armies, I'm going to not use one of these, and I'm not going to use the witches. Actually, maybe we should put up a poll and let you guys decide what I don't use. You guys are going to make me skip the roots. Alright, let's do another poll. This time a good one. Let's see. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can only put 5 options in the poll. That's annoying. So we'll definitely do the top one. How about I put the Town Hall 16 ones exclusively? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then I can put 1 Town Hall 17. Man, that's really not a lot. Well, you don't like them? I don't like anything in this tab. Trying to decide how to do this. We'll definitely do the top one. That gives us 8 to work with. I think we'll keep that one because it's kind of interesting. We'll keep that one because it's kind of wacky. Let's do I'll just pick 5 that I don't like, and then you guys can pick from there. Or 5 that I don't think will make the best content. We'll do E-Dragon. I don't know what to call these armies. I'm trying to give them names that you guys don't know what I'm talking about. Because if I say Skelly Skies, that's very confusing. Titan Healer. Witches. There's another Electro Dragon army. So we could probably exclude one of those. I'm just gonna put Town Hall 16 Electro Dragon army. Actually, let's just exclude the Town Hall. Let's forget about the poll. We'll just exclude the Town Hall 16 E-Dragon army. And then that gives us 8 armies. Because it's kind of the same army. It's Electro Dragons and Dragon Riders. I didn't realize there were 2 of them in there. Yeah. Okay, it's the same thing. Alright. Let's start a video. Also, I'm going to add some stakes to this challenge to try to make it more interesting for the video. And what I decided on was for every fail that I have in this Legends, in these Legends attacks, I will gift a sub on Twitch. Probably a horrible idea, but I'm going to try my best to have a perfect day. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. Also, let's do some predictions. We'll try to do a prediction for every attack. Which means I'll have to not jump in straight away. I'm also going to make the predictions a bit shorter. So there'll be 2-minute predictions, so you guys got to get on it quick. And the first one's live. Do the fireball one. Which one had a fireball? We know how I feel about that. Although I have gotten a little bit of practice in. Oh god, of course, the top one has fireball. Yeah, I definitely wanted to do the Army of the Month. How many more have fireball? Are there any without a warden? Curious. Yep. Oh, yeah, yeah. Of course, the one with the miners. One of the troops that you would want the warden with the absolute most has no Grand Warden. Those are all Town Hall 16, yeah. Yeah, why give me Town Hall 16 armies? I have to do some of the Town Hall 16 armies because I want to do 8 different attacks. And there's not 8 different Town Hall 17 ones. So I may have to tweak the armies a little bit. Which I'm not going to change what's in the army. I'm just going to add to it. With something that makes sense. Because most of these don't even have a clan castle. Which I don't get. But that's fine. Which army am I starting with? Oh yeah, we'll just go top to bottom. And we are going to skip this one. The Town Hall 16 Electro Dragon army. Because there's also a Town Hall 17 Electro Dragon army that's almost the exact same. The big difference is it has lightning spells instead of invis, thank god. So it's at least a little usable. Also, somebody said, because we were looking at this yesterday, I think, or whenever I streamed last. Was that yesterday? I don't know. Anyway, somebody said it looks like ChatGPT made these armies. I want you guys to rest assured, ChatGPT did not make these armies. Because ChatGPT would have done a better job. This is going to be a terrible idea. I'm Zigga. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Thank you, thank you. Alright, what do we got on the prediction here? Oh man, it's already closed. That was fast. Alright, let's do it. Actually, you mentioned the font on Twitch. Yeah, everything looks different here with the, even the numbers look skinny and weird. Huh. Yeah, I don't like that either. Well, let's use this top one. Also, I gotta do my intro. Oh god, I don't have... That's alright, I can donate. Do a chat GPT army to compare? Nah, it's alright. That would be really tedious because you would have to build up like a knowledge base for chat GPT, and you'd have to let it know what all the options are for heroes, for pets, for equipment, for troops, for spells, for siege machines, and I don't feel like making that prompt. They said it was supposed to be just a base army and people should build upon it, so they don't want to add the best armies themselves. I feel like they put a bunch of stuff in a hat and drew out the most random stuff they possibly could. This isn't even a base army. Like, most of this stuff isn't viable. We have Lassie. We have Lassie on the Royal Champion on an army that could be a Royal Champion charge, but no Electro Boots. We'll pick out all the problems with these armies as we go, don't worry. Oh, I gotta activate these super troops as we go as well. That's fine. Let's go ahead and cancel whatever I got. This is a full army. Oops. Wait a minute. Why is my blimp level 4? Oh, wait, never mind. We got a blimp level in the last update. I was gonna say, my siege machine should be max, but no. I didn't update that yet. I was confused for a moment. Three Inferno Dragons, by the way. What a clan castle. Alright, let's do this. Oops. You're asking DeepSeek? It knows roots? Oh, God. You think it knows about Clash of Clans? It's a popular global game. I actually tried to use ChatGPT as a randomizer a while back, and it did not do a good job. It didn't really know anything about the game. Basically, what ChatGPT knew about Clash of Clans when I last tried to use it for a video, it didn't know anything past like 2013. I'm not even kidding. It's writing an essay? Oh, God. I mean, I'm sure it's better now, but I feel like if you were to do a prompt that informed the AI of all the different options, then it could make a more informed output. That's kind of what I was getting at. Like, you could probably get a decent output if it had all the variables to work with. Rhonda, welcome in. It's good to see you. Alright, let's do this YouTuber voice. I'm gonna take a look at this real quick that Elfie posted. I just lost. There we go. Is it memes? Oh my God. 8 Super Bowlers. I think that might have some issues fitting in the army. See, that's another thing you would probably have to inform the AI on, is housing space per troop and housing space limitations. Spell limitations. Hold on, I'm going to bring this up so you guys can see it. Oh. There we go. Make sure I'm not leaking anything. That's fine. So it says... Grand Warden, Spirit Fox, Life Aura Boost. So I guess Life Gem. Kept on air mode for ground army. The aura still benefits ground troops. That's hilarious. Keep it on air mode for this ground attack. Of course we're putting Lassie. Okay, maybe ChatGPT is not worse than the cookbook, but it's pretty close. Taking notes, yeah, you gotta take some notes here. This is some good stuff. Why this works at Town Hall 17? I would say probably because you have... Oh, I was scrolled down, hold on. Oh my, I forgot how big this was, my bad. We started kind of in the middle. I'll tell you the reason why this works at Town Hall 17. You got 6 Root Riders, 8 Super Bowlers, 1 Yeti in your Siege Machine. That seems a little light. 4 to 6 Yeti Mites. Apparently, you could just take Yeti Mites in your army. You got a Baby Dragon, 1 Ice Golem, 1 Wizard, 3 to 5 Archers, 1 regular Wall Breaker. Oh, man. 3 Rage Spells, a Freeze, a Heal, a Recall, a Poison, and a Freeze. Why is Freeze on here twice? Oh, in Clan Castle. My bad. Oh, we're getting back to the Clan Castle. It says 1 Yeti, 1 Super Archer, or an Ice Golem. Plus a Super Archer, plus a Barbarian. If it weren't for the fact that this was 8 Super Bowlers and 6 Root Riders, we'd give that a try, but I'm pretty sure that housing space doesn't add up. It might be just a little bit off. Alright, let's do this attack. Oh, let me do my intro first. Okay. Today I'm doing a challenge in Legends League, and the challenge is we're going to try to use these cookbook armies and see how many 3-stars I can get with these armies in Legends League, starting off with that Army of the Month at the very top. And there's a bit of a twist. For every attack I fail at the end of these 8 attacks, I will gift 1 sub to the viewers in the Twitch chat. Hopefully, I don't have to spend too much money on these gifted subs. With that, let's jump in. You guys ready to get some gifted subs? My goodness, these armies are terrible. This one might be okay. This one doesn't look too bad. We'll see. A Fireball Warden, though. That's great. Alright, let's see what we got here. First base. So we'll keep in mind that we do have the bats. Got scatter shots, fire spitters facing up. We'll probably do the bats from the bottom because there's basically no splash at the bottom of the base. So we'll keep that in mind. I'm not going to use the 10 goblin guys. I guess it doesn't really matter. I might use them to grab some loot. Well, let's start these dragons at the top of the base, I suppose. Does the queen have the giant arrow? Yeah, that's good. Alright, let's giant arrow queen. Oh, that was glitchy there for a second. That was a little bit uncomfortable. Let's go with a dragon here for a little funnel. And then let's just send the rest of them. The warden with the prince. We can actually put the king up here with the queen. Okay, and then we are on our way. Not a whole lot else we can do from here. And then, like I said, I want to do the bats from the bottom, away from the fire spitters, obviously. Let's freeze that. Let's freeze this. Oh god, I didn't even see the headhunters here. Oh my goodness, the prince. He's okay. He's still alive. I forgot we had the fireball on the warden. That is so unfortunate. All right, well, that's all distracted. Let's do this. We're gonna use the baby dragon. Hold on. Let's drop a rage here. Let's use the baby dragon to distract the wizard tower. And then bats. And then we'll have to freeze the multi a few times. You gotta be careful putting the baby dragon by the bats, because the bats can't pull red air bombs, but the baby dragon can. And that's obviously not good for bats. The stone slammer's still going. I think everything else is dead. Come on, we got inferno dragons into the... Oh man, that multi's still... Oh god, everything's dead. Well, I thought it was looking good for a moment. I probably could have done the bats a bit better. I wasn't really accounting for the multis. Well, there's the first fail of the day. There's the first gifted sub. Oh no, this is gonna get expensive. The goblin guys are worthless anyhow. Yeah, they don't really do anything. Alright, well. Choose the outcome. Will I triple? No. Also, I'm gonna do 5 minutes on the next prediction. I'll show you guys the army. I'm gonna have to add to it a little bit because it's a Town Hall 16 army. I'll probably just add another Thunder Chicken. Actually, I need to... I don't want to take anything away from the army, so we're not going to add a Thunder Chicken. We can't even add a Dragon Rider. I can only add, like, 2 balloons, that's it. Okay. That makes sense, I guess. Oh, no, we're not doing this one. We're skipping this one. Skipping that one. I forgot. We're into the Titans next. Now we can add... So, yeah, it's just going to be another 20 housing space. What could possibly be helpful here? Yeah, I don't think that they intended for you to really add to the army unless they intended for you to change the army. If that makes sense. We'll do a furnace. Because if we were Town Hall 16, this would be the full thing. Alright, so there's the army. The next prediction... Hold on, let me make it 5 minutes this time. So the next prediction is live. I want to show you guys a quick video, too. 8 gifted subs incoming, maybe. I hope I don't have to do 8 of them, but we'll see. Let's see. Eight earthquakes will open the walls. Yep, that'll be what they're used for. Alright, I'm going to show you guys this quick video that I was able to take part in. I had it pulled up earlier, but I was messing around on the Twitter. And then let me know if the audio needs turned up when the video starts, so that I can adjust it. I also make this cover the whole screen. Some of you may have already seen this, I'm not sure. There we go. Eon League. They had me take part in their little intro video, so I'm going to show it on stream. Alright.
Can I pet that dog?
No.
Can I pet that dog?
No, he's
Can I
sleeping.
pet that dog?
I'll wait for that audio. Alright, it's all good. So that was a fun little thing. Alright, let's turn the music back on. Boom. There we go. And yes, the if anybody's interested, the registrations for Eon are open. Yeah, that was a fun little thing that I got to be a part of. That was cool. Alright, let's do this next attack now. Also, I want to make sure... Greetings from Denmark. Hello, Martin. Welcome in. Sorry, I missed your message earlier. I'm not sure. Did it pop up on my screen? Let me make sure the YouTube messages are set up to come through. They should be, but I don't think I've seen it. There it is. Okay. Now the YouTube should be coming through. Sorry about that, Martin. Let me double check it just to make sure. Someone caps lock, apparently. Eon, you want to be there? Well, it's not a place. I guess it's technically a place on Discord. It's just it's a community tournament that's going on. The season 7 for Eon. They've been going for a little while. Can I share this? Right here, I'll throw the link in the chat. Helps if I hit the right freaking buttons. There we go. What's it actually for, though? Oh, I missed that message, but yeah, it's a community tournament. A little esports stuff. All right, let's continue on. I got a lot of stuff to cut out of my video already. All right, here we go with attack number 2. Attack number 1, I probably should have had that one, but we'll see if we can get a little redemption here. Remember, every fail, I have to pay out for the Twitch community, so fingers crossed. This is gonna be an interesting one. This one we can probably open up the entire core. These single infernos are gonna be kind of nasty. Why do we have a stone slammer? I guess we. Oh my goodness, they gave us a stone slammer or a wall breaker, or not a wall breaker, wall wrecker. My bad. I don't even know the names of the things anymore. What do we have on the queen? Oh, we do have a giant arrow that helps us with the invis. I gotta get going though. All right, well, let's do this and this. It's just gonna be a huge amount of Electro Titans. Let that go there. The Warden going. Freeze that with a Stone Slammer. We'll put that down here. Pop the King's ability. Freeze. Earthquake's over here. I didn't even check to see what we have on the Warden. This is not looking good at all. Oh my goodness, everything is dying. There's no way to keep the Titans alive. We don't have any healing. Oh, I forgot there is healing. I forgot to drop it in. Oh, that is so my fault. Oh my goodness. Well, hey, we can heal the Inferno Dragons. Alright, let's start the RC from over here. Might be able to make something work with that. We still have a chance, maybe. Maybe. Lassie's already dead. Amazing. Invis tower on the top going off, but this one's not gonna get it. Just drop our last invis, we'll get what we can. See if we can grab this loot on the top side of the base. What a disaster. Honestly, I mean, yes, I messed up with the druids, but I don't think that the druids would have made that big of a difference. Even if they were in. That's a bummer, though. Alright, well, there's 2 attempts and 2 fails. That one was kind of on me. I'll pay out the points again. Because they are timed. Yeah, the druids are timed. I just completely forgot to drop them in. I was too focused on the single infernos and everything else. Let's say, what are we waiting on? That archer's down there trying to grab a building. Not worried about it. Well, let's do another one. This will be another shorter prediction. You guys want to keep throwing some points at it? We're bound to get one, right? Alright, the next prediction's live. You got 2 minutes. Oops, what am I doing? I need to go to the cookbook. Not switching accounts. Alright, so we are down to... Did I even showcase that last army before I just went in for the attack? Oh god, we got witches next. Oh god. I'm making a mental note of what the equipments are. Man, they really like Lassie. They have Lassie in every single army. Why? Oh, except for that one. But look at that. Lassie, Lassie, Lassie. Oh, is it because it's Town Hall 16? But even Town Hall 16, you don't need Lassie. So that's not even really a good excuse. But yeah, all the Town Hall 16 armies have Lassie in it. Alright, well. Here we go. We're just going to go with an Ice Golem for a little bit of tanking. And... probably try to get some percentage. Wait. Why can I not delete? Is that supposed to be the clan castle every time? They didn't put clan castle troops in this. I don't need to be using the Inferno Dragons every time. Yeah, it's got a siege machine, but no CC. So we can change that. I just assumed it was automatically changing. You can't edit your preferred clan castle troops while you have an active request. Ah. Well, that's annoying. That's probably what was happening there. See what happens when I put the witch army in again. Nothing. Okay. So I get to select my CC. That would have been nice to know earlier. They gave us a log launcher. But depending on the base, we might use this or this. And then we'll just do Yetis. And a Rage. There's already a poison in the army. Let's go with a freeze, I guess. Alright. Add back your IG. My Instagram? Ice Golem. Oh, got you. I gotcha. We got there. Yak with the warden, yeah, it's amazing. All right. All right, moving on to army number 3. We've got the witches here, the Town Hall 16 witch army, and I didn't realize for the last attack, but I didn't change the clan castle troops. So I did do that. You're allowed to add the clan castle troops, and you're allowed to add some of the housing space for these Town Hall 16 armies, which we'll have one more after this one. So we added an Ice Golem, Wizard, and Archer, and then for the CC, we're taking some Yetis. We'll take a couple of Siege Machine options, Freeze, and a Rage. Let's see if we can get a triple this time. Alright, man, people are loving these single Infernos, which in this attack actually kind of plays into my favor. We're going to go, obviously, behind the Fire Spitters. This might be doable. I got to try to make Eric proud now. How many lightning spells does it take to get rid of a Scatter Shot? I wish I knew. Probably not that. It was worth a try. Hey, at least it's softened. So, you know, that's good, I guess. Let's get a Yeti over here, and then we will just kind of spread out some Yetis, and then we will go with the log launcher that was recommended by the army. We do have CC troops coming out. We'll deal with that. get that, and then get the witches. I guess we could do our first few wall breaks as well. And here we go. We are on the way. Log launchers opening things up. Hopefully, we do have the hook here, which is going to be a little annoying. These ice golems are actually being super annoying. Lassie just got yoinked by the hook. There we go. Pop the Warden's ability. Let's rage on in. Alright, everything should be moving through. Log launcher's still doing a great job. We'll have more Yetis in the core of the base. Pop the King's ability. Okay, let's send the RC over here. I might have to do a freeze. Yeah, she doesn't have her electro boots. But that'll be alright. She'll get through that. Everything else is on the right side of the base. Get Yetis over on the top side. Come on, get through the single. Go, 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 go. Don't let that... Don't let the Diggy die. Diggy is very important here. Pop the Queen's ability. Oh man, there's so much to get through. Let's pop that. Rip. Yep, this one's not going to get it either. There's just not enough power to get through the back end of the base. Everything died in the core. The lightning spells were absolutely useless in this attack, unfortunately. Steal this Dark Elixir with these little extra goblins we got. Little bonus goblins get us some loot. Alright, well, that's 3 swings and 3 misses. Now, if I were to try this army again on this base, I think we would actually have a great shot at taking this base down if we just had some actually good support spells for the core of the base. If we could keep the Yetis and maybe some of the witches alive, this would have been a 3-star. It is indeed a 1-star. Everybody's voting no. I wonder why. Alright, I'll throw up the next army, and then you guys can start the next prediction. So that'll be the miners. Oh, boy. Diddy's favorite army. That will not be going in the video. So that's the wrong button. Here you go. Next prediction is live. Double checking my chats just to make sure we're not missing anything again. Alright. Let me add a little bit of juice to this. We can delete this and change it up. So for the miners, it would make sense to go battle drill. It has a blimp in there, but I am electing to exercise my freedom to choose my clan castle. And that includes a siege machine. And spells. I wonder what would be a good idea here. I wonder. If we go battle drill, we probably don't want something that gets stuck in walls. Also, what do we have on heroes? Oh, we got the prince. Oh god, we don't have a warden. Oh, this is gonna be brutal. I'm thinking. Probably do 4. We're gonna do that. Don't have to worry about them having to beat through walls. They'll pop up right in the middle of the base. We don't even have what we would need to do a queen charge. I guess just a Yeti to support the heroes. So the the healers are gonna have to go directly on the miners. This is fun. Uh-oh, Rhonda's getting ads. Oops. Your sub did expire already. Uh-oh. Well, that's why you're getting ads, I guess. So we got the next army here. This is going to be the last Town Hall 16 army that it's recommending. But it's 44 miners. This is going to put us halfway through the Legends League attacks. So hopefully we can actually get a triple within the first half of this challenge. But it's not looking good, especially with this army. It's going to be tough. No Warden for the miners is going to make this very difficult. But we'll see what we can do. We'll give it our best. And let's jump in. You're holding out for a free sub? Gotcha. Here we go. Oh boy. Why couldn't this have been one of the bases with the single infernos? Maybe we do use a siege barracks. I feel like a battle drill support's gonna be. The miners need all the help they can get. So what we're gonna do... Start there. I'm gonna try to set up some pathing here. Oh my goodness, that king's getting annihilated. What does he have? He's got the rage, obviously, but I'm not sure what his other equipment is. Vamp stash, maybe? I don't know. Did we not pull the CC? I was kind of hoping we'd get that out of the way. There it is. Alright. I'm actually going to freeze all that in the poison spell right there. Queen's dead. Oh my goodness. I don't know what happened to her. Just having a tough time. Alright, looks like we got the CC dealt with, which is good. We do need to get a little bit more pathing here. But let's full send the miners. Here we go. Throw the orb, send in the royal champion. Let's do a little rage to get them going. And then they're going to split. We're going to go after that king, and then we got some going up there. Oh, they didn't go for the king. I wasted that. That heal on the left. That's unfortunate. I thought we were going to get them to split, but they all stayed together. That's crazy. Heal. Where's my royal champion? Man, that battle drill is already opened up. Oh, there's the RC. I don't know where she was hanging out at. Let's freeze that. We still have RC and we still have Prince. I think everything else is dead. Yeah, she doesn't even have boots on. That's such a bummer. So there's nothing that Ice Block can do because she doesn't have Electro Boots. Yeah, that had no chance. What a horrible army. So what could we do to make this army good? We could throw it in the dumpster. That would be about it. In all reality, though, if I were to try to make this army actually work, first of all, you have to have a Grand Warden for the miners. Just, there's no way around it. You cannot run miners without a Grand Warden. So that would be the easiest change to make on this army. The other thing is we need a little bit more support for a funnel, so maybe like... might have even been better to do a siege barracks with the Yeti on the left side, king and queen on the top. Obviously, the equipments need to be changed. If we were to change those things, there's a chance this could get through. Maybe. It'd be fun to try. But we're not trying it today. Miners got turbo lung cancer. They didn't go very far. Yeah, the equipments were terrible. Yep, Vamp Stash on the king. Which you wouldn't pair the Vamp Stash with the Rage, even though it technically does boost the healing for the Vamp Stash. I feel like there are other options if you're going for like a survivability king. Either the Giant Gauntlet or the Snakes would be better, because they just stack the survivability. They stack the healing. So there is... So we're halfway through the challenge already. It's looking grim. So there's already 4 gifted subs that we have to do at the end of this. I'm hoping we don't have to do all 8. Let's see how it goes. Alright. Next army. Next prediction. The points on yes are getting less and less as we go. We're finally getting into the armies that were meant for Town Hall 17, so maybe there's hope. But this will be the next army here. It's going to be the Electro Dragons Dragon Riders with a bunch of lightning spells. Maybe this one's got a little bit of pep in its step. I wish the equipments were better. But I guess they could be worse, actually. They're actually not too bad. The only thing that it's really missing is you gotta have the Electro Boots. The Royal Gem for the Royal Champion's not great. I'm working on the prediction. Yeah, I got you. I'm just yapping. There we go. Prediction's open. Alright. Let's figure out what CC we want to run. We could probably just blimp. That might be the best option. Do we blimp? I think so. Well, we can't rage if we do Yetis. Because we don't have a rage. Shoot. Because it would be... Rage, clone would be ideal. We could do rage instead of clone. I think that's going to have to be the option. So just not be cloned Yetis, just regular Yeti bomb. They don't need a rage. So you think it's better to go with a clone and no rage than it is a rage and no clone? It's probably right. Rage and no clone. Add a goblin. Go rage. That gives us another spell as well, which we'll keep going with the freeze. We'll add the goblin as requested. Oh, I need to add the siege machines. Go blimp, but we'll also take this in case we feel like we don't want to blimp. We also have Stone Slimer, but the Stone Slimer sucks. There we go. Alright. 20 seconds left in the prediction. I should have done this in lower legends and made it easier on myself. We'd be out here beating up on Town Hall 15s. I'd be like, the cookbook armies are amazing. Look at that. Actually, I think some of these armies would struggle against the Town Hall 15, if I'm being completely honest. Alright, here we go. Attack number 5. Let's do it. Hopefully the Thunder Chickens are the way. There's a lot of chain value through the middle of this base. Did we have a giant arrow? Yes, okay. So if we can try to pick off that first air sweeper, that would be great. We only have 5. Oh, we only have 5 Electro Dragons, but we have 3 Baby Dragons. So I guess we'll start using Baby Dragons for some funneling. Go ahead and do a... Oh, yep, see? I knew you were there. Hopefully there's not another one. Try to line up this sweeper. Boom, beautifully done. Nice. That baby dragon got murked. Okay. Oh, I got lightning spells. By air defenses. We're not going to go for the town hall, but we are still going to blimp. Where's my prince facing? I don't see him. Oh, there he is. He's up on the top. Pop. Okay. This isn't going as well as I would have hoped. Everything's dead. I thought the E-Dragons were going to go further. And the Town Hall's on 1 HP. That's awesome. Alright, well. Why didn't I blimp the Town Hall? Because I thought the E-Dragons were going to get it. I was honestly afraid to ruin the pathing for the E-Dragons through the middle. Because there was all the chain value. And I was just going to Yeti Bomb on the edge. That didn't work. I also wasn't really considering the fact that we only had 5 Electro Dragons. That's kind of not ideal. We got all the air defenses though, that was nice. Actually, how'd the Queen's Arrow miss the stupid fire spinner? Unless they've upgraded the HP, it should have gone down. Oh, it's waiting for me to drop these goblins. Can I get loot? Probably not. Nah. Another fail in the books. It's not looking good. It's not looking good at all. Kind of as expected. Oh my god. I'm getting stressed. Now we have throwers. Beautiful. Next army up is the throwers. Let's do it. There we go. Full armies here. We get to manipulate the CC because it does not give us a CC to use. Let me do the predictions real quick while I do that. No. Alright, next prediction is up. This will be one of the first... This will be one of the first thrower... one of the first thrower attacks that Clash of Clans has ever seen. All these balance changes seem to be reflective of these armies. You know, and I think the reason that is because... And this is what I think Supercell's logic is. I think the idea of the cookbook was to try to get people to use armies that don't get used, or troops, I should say, because nobody should be using these armies, let's be honest. But they're trying to get people to use troops that are underused, and I guess they think that putting cookbook armies in will get people to do that. I strongly disagree. But we're also seeing balance changes around troops that are underutilized. Now, not every army here has troops that are being affected in the balance changes. Although I do think Electro Titans should have gotten a buff. We do see a buff for the Dragon Rider, which are in the first attack. I thought they were in the first two, but I guess not. But the first attack has the Dragon Rider. Nothing in that one. The Witches probably should have gotten a buff as well. Maybe even a new level, to be honest. But then Super Witches might have been a bit too strong, to be honest. Yetis could have gotten a buff. They didn't. Miners did get a buff, which will be coming. Healers got a buff as well. But with this army in particular, the healers are not for the heroes. They're for the miners. Because there's just no way to really do like a Warden Walk or a Queen Charge. There's no Warden. No support for a Queen Charge. Dragon Riders again. Cyclops again. Root Riders and Valkyries, thank God none of these got buffed. If anything, they should have been nerfed a little bit. I guess it's kind of hit and miss on these armies having troops that are getting buffed. It's not as much of them as I thought it was. Alright, let me do this. Yeah, but try combos that make sense. That's what they should have done. These recipes stink. That's putting it lightly. You know, some boomers who are literally unable to copy armies from text or listen to any tactics. So these might be useful. Man, I don't know. Like, I wouldn't be as critical if the armies at least made sense. That's my biggest issue, is these armies don't make sense. Like, why? For one, Lassie shouldn't make an appearance anywhere. Supercell themselves have admitted that Lassie is not good. So Lassie shouldn't be anywhere in these armies. Maybe the equipment. Actually, now that I think about it, there haven't been any epic equipments. Maybe that's why we're not seeing Electro Boots on any of these. Yeah, there's no epics at all. I guess that makes sense. They're not trying to push people into equipments that they might not have. So that makes sense. But if you're going to do something like miners, you absolutely have to have a warden. That is a troop that lives and dies by the warden. You can be old and still be good at attacking? Oh, for sure, yeah. Hey, Vanzarelli, no dog cam still? Yeah, there won't be one for the foreseeable future. I should probably go ahead and take the dog cam stuff off of the channel points for now. It might be like a few weeks to a month before that's fixed. There are no hero or cleanup troops anywhere, yeah. So like you don't even have the option to do like a queen charge if you wanted to, because there's just no support for it. And there's no rage spells. Like if you're gonna put healers in an army, why not put rage spells instead of heal spells? I mean, you can still take 1 or 2 heals, but get some rage in there. Even if you're just healing the miners, they do better under a rage. But yeah, like I said, a lot of this just doesn't make sense. Like, I hate to be mean, but...
No.
Can I pet that dog?
No, he's
Can I pet
sleeping.
that dog?
it does seem like whoever made these armies doesn't play the game. Just being completely honest. It's fun, though. It makes for a fun challenge, and I appreciate that. Like, we're finding a way to have fun with it, and that's all that matters. Alright, let me figure out a CC, and then we'll rock and roll with this. We're gonna make something triple by the end of this. I know I'm running out of chances, but we're gonna make this work. This is also a skill issue. If Itsu were to take these armies, he'd probably have like 6 or 7 triples. But I'm not Itsu. Actually, I would love to see Itsu do this challenge, because I'm just really curious. Or somebody from Navi. I'll reach out to Gaku or Stars. Actually, so far for this month, I think Yada has the highest hit rate in Navi. I was looking at that the other day. Alright, let me focus for a second. We need to get through walls. Oh no, we have 8 earthquakes, never mind. Siege barracks is probably the best option. We need a poison. We should take a rage. I should boost my army too. I didn't even think of that earlier, because I don't have my druids maxed out. Alright, that's what we'll go with. Did I start the... Okay, yeah, we got the prediction up. We got it up. Let me get some troops and we'll do it. Or Darkstar, yeah, Darkstar is very good. But any of those guys, if we could get them to do the challenge, that'd be great. Maybe I'll try to reach out to some people. I know some of those guys are like serious pushers and they wouldn't want to waste their Legends attacks. If it weren't against terms of service, I'd be like, here, use mine. But we can't do that. Just to fill my clan castle there. Alright, here we go. This is attack number 5. Let's do it. Let's see if the throwers can be our saving grace, because so far I've gotten not a single triple. I'm gonna change that right here and now. And I'm not gonna forget my druids this time. Just not used to you. I just realized we have 6 ice golems. Alright, well, we got plenty of tanking. We need to push through the bottom. Oh, we got the grappling hook down there as well. Okay. We should be able to bust that wide open. Let me get... Let's do 1 thrower there for a funnel. Ice golem here with this. That side of the funnel. Thrower's still getting it done on that top side. We'll actually start... We can start up there and start making our way down. There we go. And we will slowly add in the ice golem, or the druids. Well, the ice golems too, technically. Did we not get the walls open with those wall breakers? It's alright, the king's got to go to ability anyway. Oh, we have a recall spell. Interesting. We use that for the RC in a bit. We have nothing going for... I forgot my throwers. We have nothing going for the single. I didn't forget all my throwers, just a few of them. So we got some back-end throwers coming out, which not necessarily a bad thing. Send in these last few druids, pop the queen's ability, pop the warden's ability as well. Just keep everything protected and get it healed back up. Send in the royal champion. Probably do the next 4 quakes up here just to get some damage on that town hall. Because if we can, we would like to avoid... I should have healed or raged the healers. Also, I just realized it's a revive, not a recall. So we will bring that royal champion back to life once she goes down. Which won't be too much longer here. But we are going to wait until the throwers catch up. They didn't get... How did they not get that cannon down? There's no way. They were right on top of it. Actually, I might need to bring the queen back just to get that town hall down, because I don't think the RC is going to go for it. There we go. Alright, we secured the 2-star at least, but again, just can't get it to work. Now for this army, what I would change, we don't need 8 earthquakes. That's crazy. I would take a jump spell and some heals and maybe another rage, some stuff like that. The spell comp is totally not helpful. Not even remotely helpful. Arguably healers over druids would be better. If I had a little bit more to work with on a funnel, it would also not be a bad idea to bring like the troop launcher and put some druids inside the troop launcher. So those would be some things that I would change. Of course, the hero equipments would be things that I would change, but I'm realizing that they're kind of sticking to just common equipment, so I would want to use some of my epics to make this a little bit better as well, but aside from epics, those are things that I would change to try to make this better. Alessandro, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Revive, not recall. Yeah, recall would have been better. I don't think it would have been enough to make a difference there, but we're going to do 8 gifted subs at the end of this, aren't we? Also, once we get to the part where we gift the subs, I will gift subs first to whoever's in the chat. And then if we don't have 8 people who are actively paying attention to say something in chat, then we'll just randomize the last ones. Hey, Alessandro, visit your village. We can take a look at your village after this. We're in the middle of making a video at the moment. So let's pay out the prediction. Here we go. There's that one. The next army is... We have Root Riders. This could be finally a 3-star. Imagine Root Riders not being the one to get me there. But these pets, man. These pets are killing me. Well, the Queen and the RC have good pets. The King and the Warden... not as much. It could be worse. There's no Lassie. So it could definitely be worse. Alright, let me start this next prediction, then we'll figure out the CC. That almost looks doable. This one should be the one. If we get any triples. The army's kind of weird. We got 18 Valkyries. But hey, I think this is the one. Why do we not have... Well, we have rage spells. That's fine, actually. That's fine. Because we can rage the healers. We do not want flame flingers. We don't need a rage. What siege machine should I take? Let's actually do... you... and... 23. No. For the healers. All right. That's it. You go with the negative to balance out the prediction? Do we have that much on the positive? My goodness. Oh, we just have we just have 2 people here. Okay, okay. Everybody else is missing out on some hot predictions. Let's grab these troops and we'll run it. My channel points have been on a slow drift to you. Oh man. Well, we'll see if this is the first triple of the day. Yeah, I was trying to rack my brain for like what could be consequences to add some stakes for this video. Did I not? I thought I just gave myself troops. What happened? I must have donated to somebody else. No, they just took forever to get there. Okay. Anyway, the first thing that came to mind were the spicy jelly beans. But, and this is weird, Rhonda, but after that last subathon, I think the jelly beans somehow accidentally fell into the trash can, so that wasn't really an option. I don't know why or how that could have possibly happened. It's weird. Oh, yes, the jelly beans. Oh, no. Oh, no, the jelly beans. That was bad. But yeah, some weird things happened. I don't know if Archer did it or what, but they just happened in the trash can. I had to eat a bunch of those nasty, super spicy jelly beans. And yeah, that was not fun. Alright. We are running low, but this is the next army here. It is a Root Rider army. Which one in the cookbook was it? Alright, let's start that over. Alright, the next army up is going to be the Roots and the Axes. This is finally a more meta army. Probably the most meta army that's in this entire cookbook. So, if we can't triple here, I probably can't triple with anything out of here. So, let's see if we can get this one done. And we got a relatively easy looking base to actually go with as well. So we got the Fire Spitter. We do have the Giant Arrow to handle the Invis Towers. We also have the Overgrowth for the back end Invis Tower. And we'll also use the Overgrowth to cover up the Fire Spitter. Actually, if there's any way I can get the Giant Arrow through that Flame Spinner, that would be great, but I don't think we can. But we're running out of time to think, so let's just go for it. We'll just use a few Valkyries here to funnel. Go with the Giant Arrow like this. Then here we go. Put Roots in. Orden. Get these walls opened up. Healers. We'll let the troops move in just a smidge before... Okay, there we go. Let's get the Rage in. Open up the walls so the king goes... Oh my goodness, those Valkyries got through the wall so fast. Alright, let's Overgrowth that. Let's poison that as well. Pop the Warden's ability. Try to keep everything protected. Freeze here. Let's actually Rage there as well. We'll send the Royal Champion over here. Let's freeze that. Freeze this again. Oh, we can't. Let's Rage there. Alright, there we go. Got the barrels of monkeys popping in. Overgrowth wears off. We'll drop in the ice block as the invis goes off. Okay. Still have King's ability. Let's go ahead and Overgrowth this. My RC gets through the scatter shot. That's good. Alright, this one's looking the best so far, but we're not out of the woods quite yet. Everything in the core is dying out, which is obviously not good. Let's go with this. A little distraction. As my Royal Champion tries to move through. Man, not having these Electro Boots is killing me. Absolutely brutal. And now the king goes down to the single inferno. How'd the root riders actually get through that core? I thought everything in the core was dead. Come on, you just gotta tank that monolith while the queen moves in. We got the enemy king out of the way. Come on, come on, come on, queen. You got this. Get through this monolith. Could also be time as well, especially since everything else is dying. The monolith goes down. Oh man, it's not gonna be enough, is it? Oh, this is brutal. It could be. We do have 45 seconds. Queen needs to get that defense out of here, though. Thankfully, and this is why we don't run the gear tower on long range, by the way, because if that gear tower was on short range, that queen was absolutely cooked. That gear tower on short range does like double the damage, so don't run your gear towers on long range. Now, the question is 27 seconds going to be enough for this queen to get all the way down here to that storage? I don't think it's at full health, but I can't click on it to find out. All right, queen, don't... Oh, God, she goes the way she needs to beat walls. Or wait, is she going to walk around? Queen's smart. Come on, go, 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 go. Knees to chest, woman. Knees to chest. She gets it. 8 seconds. Hallelujah, we made the Root Riders work. We finally got a triple, and that is one gifted sub we don't have to give out. But we still have one more to go. Is it one more or two more? I lost track. One more, okay. Good, because I'm not re-recording that. Finally. So that was feeling a bit rough. I don't know how that core went down. I thought those Root Riders were toast in the core. I thought that was cooked. We'll pay out this prediction. Finally, I can click yes. So, I have to give out either 6 or 7 subs at the end of this, depending on how this next attack goes. Alrighty. I'll send you some replacements. Don't do this to me. I was gonna set up a PO box for people to send me stuff, but now I think I think we'll avoid that. Don't need no jelly beans. I'm gonna have people handing me jelly beans at DreamHack now. Alright. Let's see, what is the last army before I start this next prediction? Get rid of all that. Interesting, to say the least. Oops. Alright, prediction is live. So here we go, the final army of the day. Another sort of wacky one, like pretty much all of them have been, except for the Root Riders. It's gonna be Yetis with furnaces and witches. 2 overgrowths, 4 earthquakes, and a few freezes. Okay. We'll figure out what the CC is gonna be, and then we will jump in. Oh god, what can we use for this CC? We are missing the Archer Queen, so she is not there. I feel like another Barrel of Monkeys would be a good call. With some Druids again. Maybe more Druids this time. Because we only went with 2 last time. But I also wanted to get Headhunters in the mix. I don't think the Headhunters really did much, though, to be honest. Let's do a Rage for sure. And a Poison. That's easy. We'll do 3 Druids. Oh, we could still take a Headhunter. Okay. So that's that. Let's do a Barbarian. He's a little more tanky. Not by much, obviously, but it's something, I guess. There we go. Oh, there we go. Lizard on BK. We gotten to the point where we just don't even question it anymore. I'm surprised it's not Lassie, to be honest. Oh god, it is the Barbarian Puppet. Oh no. Humongous fan, thank you for the follow. Welcome in, I appreciate that. Oh, you did chat earlier as well. He said that's a solid attack, thank you. Finally. After a string of not so good attacks, that's probably going to be the only good attack of this whole thing. Somebody thought the cookbook challenge would be fun. So, the cookbook armies rotate, don't they? Do we know how often they rotate? It says the army of the month changes in 7 days. I'm hoping that maybe that changes all of the armies, and then we can maybe do it again. Because obviously I'm going to have to do another video of this where I try to do better than 1 or 2 3-stars. Probably 1, let's be honest. Using pants with the henchmen. We don't even have the orb. Oh no. We were missing the prince's best equipment, which is his dark orb. We got the barbarian puppet for the king. At least we have the hog puppet for the RC, so you know, that's good. Was there a Sir Jet spotted? No, we're just running that command. Next one will be a triple. You got a lot of faith. Hopefully, we'll see. Also, their recommended siege machine was a wall wrecker. Thankfully, I can fill my own clan castle, so we're not doing that. Oh, Jet donated troops. I see. I didn't even realize. I just set my phone to the side. I assumed I did it. Man's donating troops and doesn't even pop into stream. We're gonna have to fire him as a moderator. Alright. Let's do this. Last attack, and here we go. Oh, the new crafted defense has not been selected, so that's good. We got a bunch of single infernos in the core, okay. Ooh, and a single on the back end, that's fine. Probably start at the town hall though because of the fire spitters. We would like to avoid those at all cost. Okay. It's gonna be kind of tricky. Let's use one of the furnaces for a funnel. It'll be the best way to get through that little area. Okay, that's on the way. One more Yeti over here should be enough. We have 2 wall breakers. Do we have quake boots? Oh god, no, we have the puppets. We don't really have a lot to get through walls. That's cool. I didn't even get the outside layer. Oh no. Uh-oh. Well, YOLO. Here we go. That's why they gave us the wall wrecker, I guess. Everything's walking. Oh, man. Oh, this is so bad. I don't even know what to do to fix this. There's our barbarian puppet. It's probably the last time we'll see that for a while. Nah, this is so bad. Let's overgrowth the core because we're not going to get through it anyway. And of course we have ice golems out of the defensive clan castle on the way. Pop prints. Okay. Freeze that. At least we got the 2-star. I'm gonna go ahead and yoink this dark elixir with the extra goblins we got. Man, I messed up. I didn't realize we didn't have any way to get through walls whatsoever. I should have taken a log launcher. And because we didn't get... I messed up with the earthquakes as well. I didn't open up... I was literally like half a tile away from getting that wall opened up. And because that didn't get opened up, obviously everything walked to the outside. For this army, what could we do to make this army better? Well, for one, we need more options for getting through walls. The equipment's terrible. Even with the common equipments, there's better options. Better spells. We don't really need... They seem to like to push towards the quad quakes in these armies. Jump spells are a far better option. In most cases. If you were going to use a log launcher, though, you could use quad quake and spread it out in front of the log launcher to let the log launcher open up walls faster. So that could be a way to do it as well. But I would drop probably an overgrowth for a rage. You'd probably need some healing options as well, because you have to keep these Yetis alive somehow. So maybe take a heal spell instead and then just use the rage in the CC. The druids in the CC is a good idea. I think that's still fine. Or take druids in your army camp and just take more Yetis in the CC, especially if you're taking a log launcher. But that's my 2 cents on that one. I've got 2 wall breakers. Yeah, 2 wall breakers. So helpful. And they weren't even super wall breakers. Actually, it's funny. I don't know if you noticed, but the only super troop we ever even used was the super dragon at the very start. And some happy little clouds. Add some happy little clouds, yeah. But yeah, I wonder, so is it the army of the week because it uses a super troop? Must be, I guess. Oh, and it had epics. I didn't even realize that that army had epics. Honestly, that should have been a 3-star. The army's not great, but it's not horrible either. The army of the month. Oh, was it here for a whole month? Jesus. I just realized it still has a week before it goes away. I thought it refreshed every 7 days for some reason. I don't pay that much attention to the cookbook. We'll have to try it again, though, at some point. Oh, they got a guide button. Let's see this. Oh, wait. It's going to open up a browser? A YouTube video. Who did a YouTube video on this? Must have been like Sir Moose or somebody. Waiting for it to load. Who is it? It doesn't like to load very well. That's for one thing. Oh, we don't need to watch it. It's gonna take a minute. Oh, it's on the actual Clash of Clans channel, okay. I thought they were promoting a creator who did a guide on it. We'll watch it then.
Chief, welcome to the Army Cookbooks feature.
This is only like a 30-second video and they're yapping for some of it.
The first army of the month, just for you.
Next dragon spam! Start by dropping a baby dragon.
I wouldn't be that proud to say that I came up with this army. Wait a minute, it doesn't... Okay. I was gonna say, it doesn't have regular dragons. It has super dragons. I guess they were saying you could use either one. Like I said, it's not a horrible army.
Want more tips?
You could definitely make it work. 37-second guide. Yeah, I need to do that, I guess. We could do some shorts like that. This only appeared a week ago? Okay. So it's like a 2-week... Well... Okay, it probably ends in 7 days, because the month ends in 7 days. I guess that makes sense. Oh god, now we borked the game. Maybe 2 weeks? Well, I think it's only 2 weeks because they added it halfway through the month. It does seem like it's going to be a month-long thing. And I only say that because it says Army of the Month. So it probably rotates every 30 days, unfortunately. I mean, I don't know why I say unfortunately. It's not like we're missing out on anything. Oh, man. Like, I'm not the best attacker in the world, but I'm also not that bad. Alright, well, that was fun. Oh, let me do an outro. Oh, we gotta do the gifted subs now. Hold on. Did I pay out? No, not yet. There you go. Channel points are out. So here we go, the battle log for the cookbook challenge. We're going to have to try this again at some point. I'll probably wait until the armies rotate, and then we'll do it again, because I'm sure we could do better than this. Even though the armies weren't the best, we could definitely do better than 1 triple, I think. But we'll have to wait and see what the next group of armies is going to look like, and to try it again. But I owe my Twitch chat 7 gifted subs, so let's go ahead and do that. I am trying to find... because it is a little bit different now since I did the FFZ. Where's the gift a sub button? It might be hidden. I only lost 50 trophies, or... yeah, that's fine. My defense is going crazy. I only got tripled once. We'll have to make up for that tomorrow. Alright, let me figure out how to gift subs now. Maybe if I open up my actual thing. Is there a setting in FFZ where it has the, using the spinner? What spinner? Hold on, let me check my FFZ. I'll determine who gets the gifted subs. I'm just going to gift to whoever I see in chat as soon as I can get this figured out. Elfie, are you here? Hey, Fonzarelli. You're already subbed. I can't gift you one. The wheel thingy? Nope, no wheel thingy. Not today. Just have to do it this way, I guess. I'll figure that out later. Hopefully it doesn't take this long every time. Did it go through? Hey, that took a minute. Oops. Do. I think this is the right person. We'll find out. Did I send that to the right account? Let me refresh. It is a little hard to tell. I'm setting up a... never mind. I thought it was a hype train, I was gonna say. Alright. I kind of messed that up. Now I can't see. But I know Elfie was here, so we'll do that. I didn't mean to do that. I hate the buttons. Alright, last call for anybody else to say something in chat if you don't have a gifted sub. I want to make sure that we get subs to people who are hanging out during the challenge. Hey, Clash with him. Alright. And yeah, we can do Killerbot. He was here for at least a good bit of it. There's that one. How many was that? I think that's 3, right? Yeah. I can count to 3. And this is a lengthy process. So that's 4. Alright, last call. Humongous Fan was here for a little bit. Is he still here? Oh yeah, Killerbot. A Killerbot. And then unless anybody else says something, that'll be the last one. The rest will be random. Thank you, you are very welcome. Do. That should be 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then just 2 randoms. Let's see who the 2 randoms are. Should still be here if I can tag them. That's alright. Berry Orange and Super Fraggy. Here we go. So we have gifted out the subscriptions for my failure. Let's do a little outro and then wrap it up. Been recording for an hour and 19 minutes. Has it been that long? I guess with a full set of Legends attacks, that makes sense. Alright, you're welcome. Now hopefully this video makes me about 25 bucks to get my money back. Alright, here we go. Outro time. We had a lot of fun with this challenge. If you guys want to see some more Clash of Clans content from me, I recommend checking out one of these videos right here. Was I centered? Centered enough, that's fine. Oops, that was the wrong button. There we go. Sheesh. Alright, well that's done. Did our war start? Yeah. I'm not going to do my war attacks on stream. We kind of have to triple. So, I will do that off stream. I can handle these bottom bases. Nope, 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 nope. Not with this account. Good lord, I'd be so mad. I don't want people wasting Town Hall 17 hits on those. Alright. Let's go to the other account and do some less stressful Legends attacks. Am I using dragons or roots? We'll do dragons. I'm not really a root guy. I don't like them. What if we don't distract you? Nah. My hit rate is always lower on stream than off stream. Because it's just kind of an awkward attacking position. I need to be hunched over. Hunched over like a little gremlin doing my attack so that I can put my eyeballs on the screen. I don't know. There's just something about attacking with the iPad not on the desk and connected to wires that makes it easier. It's just a me thing. It's probably just in my head. But I acknowledge that it's a thing that exists, so I don't do attacks that matter on stream. Like that creator match. That was pretty rough. Oh, we have super witches. I forgot about that. Yeah, you know what? Let's practice some more fireball. I said we were going to do some less stressful Legends attacks. Turns out that was a lie. Let's do it. Practice more fireball. That's a pretty obvious fireball spot right there, so we'll just go for that. Did I say gold Iran? Ah. Rip Iran. Beautiful. Oh, we did. How did we not get the clan castle down? It's on 1 HP. That's some BS. My warden's about to die. Okay, we're good. Everything's fine. Okay. We have pathing for everything to go in. I probably shouldn't have jumped there. The king's about to use his ability. Let's actually do this real quick. Try to get a little bit of healing up in there. There's no use. That was a wasted jump. Wait, what? I thought the king was in here. What the heck? What was on low HP? It must have been a witch or something. I thought for sure the king was down there. That was weird. Send the headhunter. Do that again. We got nothing on the town hall. Everything's dead. Yeah, that was not a good attack. We're not off to a good start. I should have went back to dragons. We could have had a nice, peaceful Dragon Legend League day. But here I am doing cookbook armies and freaking fireball. Ugh. Forever in stress. What level is my fireball? On this account, I think we just bumped it up to 20, actually. I think we just got it to 20. Because it was 17. Somebody want to touch that town hall? It should be on like 1 HP. No? Alright. That's okay. Ceasefire. Yes. If they know what's good for them. The Giants, that is. The Giants should cease fire. I'm not saying anything political. Let's do another attack. Actually, hold on. We got a bunch of stuff in here. Anything useful? Perhaps. Might be able to upgrade the walrus. Just a little bit. Oh, a rune of gold. Okay. Here we go. I like to try to go for the clan castle, but hey, he's got a low-level scatter shot there. That's nice. Giga Bomb, not really a big deal. No way. Why is the... Oh, it's the fireball level. That's why the clan castle's not going down. Okay. That's what you guys were trying to point out earlier. Okay, Valkyries. Yeah, you can go fight the queen. Actually, they're gonna pull the warden. Speaking of pulling the warden. Let's not die, Mr. Warden. That would be fantastic. Also kind of losing healers here. Not ideal. This is looking better. Of course, it's like a glorified Town Hall 16. What's getting hit? I don't even know. Why is there an invis right there? It's weird. I think, yeah, this one's fine. Queen's gonna steal the loot before the goblins get there. I need them to get that extra double loot. Come on. Oh, wait. How? Oh, giant bombs. I was gonna say, how did those goblins die? That's crazy. There weren't any defenses. The goblins are so bad they die when there's no defense there. But I guess the giant bomb makes a bit of sense. Oh yeah, we needed to change some equipment on this. We need to get the boots and balls on the king, and we need to get the hogs on the royal champion. I will remember to do it this time. For sure. We're gonna do it right now. Alright. Boots and balls. Hogs. Much better. We also really don't need all these druids. We already have healers anyway. Put a Yeti in the mix. And a balloon. Better. Alright. That's a good start. Let's see if we can keep it going. Boots and balls. It's better than snakes and balls. Marginally. What in the world is this? Alright. This isn't exactly good for practice, but we'll take it. I mean, I'm not gonna complain too much. Oh god, this is actually kind of scary. There we go. Yeah, he's gonna get absolutely destroyed if I don't keep him invisible. Alright, he's working through that. And then we will open up these walls and send the witches. We can actually just go ahead and do that now. Send it all. Go ahead and freeze all that as well. Full rage. A bit of this, a little bit of that. And that's how you 3-star. Give or take. Yeah, look at that. See the ball. Much better. We got CC troops. Nice. Oh, we also have all the heroes up there. That's fun. We use the Ice Golem with the Headhunter to help. Actually, I'm gonna do that. Did that work? I don't think it did. It was a nice thought. I don't know where that Ice Golem's headed off to. And there we go. That poor Ice Golem's so lost. He's got no purpose in life, and he beats the wall, even though I just put a jump in. He's got the brains of an Archer Queen. Well, that was a free triple. That one doesn't really count. But hey, at least it was relaxing. No stress. See what else we find. Town Hall 15. Okay. Also, really, no stress. Now the only question is, how do I want to go? We're gonna go for a big Warden charge. Actually, it doesn't really need to be that big. So we do this, 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 and that. I think it goes to the air defense. That wasn't really what I wanted, but oh well. It was a nice thought. Let's get that eagle down, big boy. Let's start the queen. Get the eagle. It's low. Gracias. Cool. Why is my apprentice warden frozen? He was just standing there. Blow up the core with the king. Nice. I don't know why I used my entire army for this. I could have saved the CC. I guess it doesn't really matter that much. Oops. Bad spot for the headhunter. Doesn't matter. Level 40 king. That king wasn't even as high a level as my royal champion. That's funny. There we go. Unless you fail. Yep, if I fail on a Town Hall 15, I know it's time to change armies for sure. It's probably time to change armies anyway, but we're still gonna practice some super witches. I mean, if we can find bases that are actually practice. Alright. Well, let's keep running it back. And then we might do some Town Hall 9 stuff tonight as well. Need to get a little bit of that done. It's another Town Hall 15. Alright, no CC. We do not need the CC. Whoop. Almost messed that up. That's crazy that even this eagle I can't take out with the Earthquake Fireball. I need to make sure that I buy the event pass on this account and then invest in my Fireball. Even if I end up not making it like my main attack, it's still nice to have. Because it is a very good equipment. It just takes some practice to get used to. Okay. We're chilling. Oh, that was a CC spell. I didn't need it. Wasted it. It's too bad I can't get these goblins in there for that dark elixir. Could have gotten double dark elixir. I wish they'd made the, what is it called? The debt collector? I wish they'd made it actually good. That's a neat troop idea. It's just too squishy, too slow, too weak. All of its stats are too low. Now that single from the start's still alive. Alright. It is somewhat usable, though. I was messing around with it on one of my other accounts. If you take a bunch of ice golems and pair it with the debt collector, it's actually not so bad. You just don't get as many to use. You really need to make sure you find bases with loot on the outside. Try to take some hastes and invis to make up for the lack of HP and movement speed. And then you're all set. Hey, we're moving up. It's a Town Hall 16 this time. They could have made it so that the extra loot didn't come out of the defender. Oh, does it? I didn't realize that. So they make it so you're actually stealing the extra loot from the person. I thought it just gave you, like, a basically bonus loot. That's crazy. Huh. Learned something new. Alright. This might be another one where we rage the warden. Maybe not. Nah, he's fine. He's chilling. You only get one rage, so I don't like to use it unless we absolutely need it. Try to get him back up out of there. He's getting a little too far into it for my liking. Alright, all the balloons are out of the way, no biggie. Get this town hall down, we're gonna do the first ice block. And remember not to ice block your healers. Let them do their thing. Oh, King's ability, drop a little headhunter in here. Royal champion back here seems like a good spot. Yeah, we could probably jump here as well. Baby D-Ragon on the right side. And I think that's good. Go ahead and do that. Let that warden get healed back up. Crushed it. Town Hall 16 goes down like it should. You don't know, but just in case you assumed it does, I see. Well, to be honest, it just wasn't even something that I'd thought about. I just assumed it didn't, but it's very possible that it does. I don't know. Actually, let me look at my... Well, I'd have to look at my defenses on my other account, because I'm sure nobody's running it in Legends. Let's see if we can find a defense that lost, like, a crazy amount of loot to the, Where's it at? Oh, they changed my names. It's Bustle and Willey now. Alright. Let's see how these defenses look. If we could even find somebody using it. Other than, like, these little... Other than the 10 freebies, I should say. People would rather use sneaky goblins, which, I mean, I don't blame them. Nope, everybody's just using the 10 freebies. Oh, there's one. Let's see. I don't know if we'll be able to really tell. Hold on. Oh, it doesn't tell you how much is in there. Yeah, I have no idea. Hello, Uzumaki. Welcome in. Can someone explain the clan capital to you? Sure. So, every weekend, clan capital does something called raids, where basically you'll see the enemies, or you'll see another clan's bases that are like this, and each district is its own base, basically. And every weekend during the clan capital raid, you can attack up to 6 times for the clan capital raid, and you'll get rewarded with the medals. Other than that, though, especially during the week when you can't do raids, you can help your clan upgrade stuff on your base. Ours are all done, so there's nothing else for us to upgrade. But you can go through and upgrade stuff with your clan, and then with your medals, there's a few different things you can do. One thing I like to do is donate troops to myself. So you can donate to yourself without using gems or another account, I mean. And then, of course, there's the medal shop, which is right here. It's underneath the gems, which, let's grab these freebies. And then you can buy stuff with your medals here as well. But every single Friday through Sunday, you can do clan capital raids. And then whatever army you can use just depends on what your clan has unlocked. So the entire clan has access to the same armies and spells, or troops and spells. That's just kind of a general overview. If you have any like specific questions, let me know. Let's go back to my other account and do some legends. This one here. And then, of course, the number of medals that you get at the end of the raid weekend depends on how many defenses your clan did, and it really more so depends on how many districts your clan as a whole destroyed. So as long as everybody in your clan's always doing their attacks, you should get a good bit of medals. I've been slacking on mine. I keep forgetting about them. Alright. That helps a lot. Good. I'm glad it was somewhat helpful. I tried. Okay, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Hello, hello. I appreciate the follow. Let's grab that poison here and let's jump into the next attack. We're not exactly finding difficult bases. Although that first attack I wish I had back. Uzumaki, thank you for that follow as well. Much appreciated. Alright, let's wrap up these Legends hits. You can get capital gold from Forge and doing raid attacks. Oh yes, the capital gold is the resource that you use to do upgrades in your clan's districts. So that is the resource for that, and you get it through doing the clan capital raids or through the Forge. Let's see. I don't know if we can hit that clan castle. Let's go for this left side here. Try to go for the scatter. Shame we didn't get the queen. It's alright. Alright, everybody's moving in. That's good. Queen's doing some stuff on the bottom. Also good. Freeze that for now. We don't really need that. So Royal Champion from the right side here. Then we got the Headhunter for the King. Assuming we'll probably need that. Alright, so far so good. Witches are moving into the Town Hall. Let's pop the King's ability. He's actually taking on the enemy King. I didn't even need the Headhunter for the RC. Let's do a little Ice Block here. Keep that damage off of the Witches. We can also jump out this backside. Gives the Witches and Skellies a little bit more direct access. Need to get that single down, though. Headhunter was a little bit late. Not that it matters. I didn't see that stupid builder hut here. But it's crushed. GG's. Last ice block for the LOL. Got him. Sasuke, hello, hello, welcome in. You're Town Hall 8, nice. What Town Hall am I? I am Town Hall, well, I have one of every Town Hall, almost. I think I'm missing Town Hall 14, but I have all the others. This is actually my number 2 account, so my top 3 accounts are all Town Hall 17. And I have a Town Hall 16, I've got a Town Hall 15, no 14 at the moment, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and I think I have a Town Hall 2. I'm working on a Town Hall 1, but it's a little bit more tricky. I need to get them all in one clan at some point. They're all kind of scattered. Dings, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Also, if you're interested in Town Hall 8 content, we just uploaded a couple of Town Hall 8 videos on my YouTube channel. Hey, Dings, how's it going? If you're looking for any Town Hall 8 attack strategies, actually, we uploaded one video the other day, and I think the next one is coming out tomorrow. So we have more Town Hall 8 content coming out soon. And then that'll probably be it for Town Hall 8 for a little bit. Because we're going to be moving on to Town Hall 9 and 10. But we'll revisit Town Hall 8 if anything else interesting comes up. We did the Town Hall 8 air attacks and the Town Hall 8 Queen Charge videos recently. So we did do a couple. And then the one that's uploading tomorrow is Town Hall 8 ground attacks. Then, of course, we got the Town Hall 8 upgrade guide. Same thing for Town Hall 9. Oh, man, my YouTube chats aren't coming through at all. I'm so sorry to my YouTube viewers. I haven't been seeing the messages. I thought I had that fixed. That is my bad. I am so sorry. But hello, Levi. Am I a ladder player? I am not a ladder player. I just do Legends for fun. Hello, Darzan. Hello, hello. Cell Strike and Spaz, welcome in. If you guys are still here, I missed your messages. I'm gonna have to just keep YouTube open. My multi-chat's not working for some reason. That's unfortunate. Alright, well, we'll make sure that's working next time. And for now, we'll just keep YouTube chat on the side so I don't miss it. Any upgrade tips for Town Hall 10? You haven't played in years and you're thinking you're rushing. Well, for one thing, I don't think rushing is necessarily a bad thing, but if you are looking for tips for Town Hall 10, give me just a second. I got just the thing. So this one, I think the only thing that, this is an upgrade guide. The only thing that's different is now you have the Hero Hall. Obviously, you want to upgrade the Hero Hall first, so you can upgrade your heroes. I think pretty much everything else is the same, though. But here's the video for my Town Hall 10 guide. You can check that out. And then if you have any other questions, feel free to reach out. Leave a comment, or if I'm still live streaming, just pop in and ask. But whenever you want to take a peek at that, hopefully it's helpful. If I saw your base right now, you'd see how bad I'm rushing. It happens. It happens. If you want some immediate tips, feel free to share your tag. I'll take a look. I will just go ahead and say that my general initial advice is always focus on offense first. So if you're rushed, try to get your offense to as good of a spot as possible. Focus on it. You can do defenses like here and there to try to play catch up, but having a strong offense is going to be the most important thing. Like, for example, if you go into a clan war, the opponents can only triple your base once, but if your offense is good, you can put up 2 triples for your clan potentially, and that makes you a net positive for the clan, even though your defense was an easy 3-star. And then, obviously, having a good offense makes you better in for farming, makes things better for CWL. Now, for CWL, it's not as good of a trade-off because you only have 1 attack, so you better triple your attack if you're definitely getting tripled on defense. But yeah, just do a little defense here and there. Focus on the offense. Whatever your main army is, max it out. Then you could stay Town Hall 10 if you want to try to catch up, or just keep rushing. Not the worst idea, especially if your offense is caught up. Alright, let's do this next one. I don't remember how many Legends attacks are left. Man, these bases... This is where we should have done the cookbook challenge. Nah, people would not have liked that. I'm glad we didn't do it here. Let's see if we can fireball that eagle. It's kind of ambitious. All right. It's gonna go to that Orchard Tower. I saw it coming. As soon as I realized I didn't invis. I don't know if it would have been better to just hold the fireball at that point, or what. Oh well. That's great. Hey, this is where we get practice doing fireball. Even though it's just a Town Hall 16. Let's get this warden out of here. Getting a little too lost in the sauce. Go inside. Everybody in. I think this was the last attack, so we'll just use everything. Okay. Let those get healed up a little. Oh wait, those aren't the witches, those were the big boys. Hey, that works actually, that's fine. Do that here. How'd the king manage to get all the way outside? What an idiot. We love it. Amazing. Alright, let's pop that, pop that. And there we go. Easy, easy. A little bit annoying because I wasted the fireball, but you know. It is what it is. Hey, Selena, welcome in. It's good to see you. Alrighty, we managed to have a decent Legends Day after that first attack. We'll pretend that didn't happen. I mean, if we just look from here down, look at that. Look at all those triples. We just don't scroll up too far. Oh my god. That is a terrifying Kirby emote. Oh my goodness. Thanks for the 10 bits. Alright, well that's worse than some of the Kirbys that I've posted. That's pretty bad. Now I'm gonna have to find even worse Kirbys. I'm gonna have to top that one somehow. It's on. Alright, let's hop over to my Town Hall 9. I might have to switch iPads, actually. This is your tag. Sure, we'll take a look at your base real quick before I change over. Our scary Kirby war continues. I've suddenly been inspired to find one worse. That's maybe not a good thing. People be like, how'd you get banned on Twitch? I'll be like, well, you see, it started with Kirby. See how I scroll down and immediately look at the heroes? Yeah, your defenses definitely need some work. Honestly, I was actually expecting it to be a bit worse. Your walls are looking decent, which is good. And that's a bit of a secret as well. If you have a rushed base, the better upgraded your walls are, the better your overall base is going to look. You got your expos leveled up. I like that. Yeah, just keep working on heroes, keep working on troops. Get those dragons unlocked. The dragons are the best possible troop you could have, especially in your situation. Get your dragons unlocked and get them maxed out, and then you just immediately have one of the best armies in the game, which is mass dragons. So that would be my advice if you were looking for any. Get your dragons, keep upgrading your heroes, and you'll be in good shape, and then, of course, you can keep picking away at the defenses until you're ready to move up to Town Hall 11. Yeah, not too bad. I was surprised how good the walls are. Usually, people with bases like that have, like, level 2 walls, and I was like, that looks bad. Alright, let me grab my other tablet here. Do a little bit of Town Hall 9 shenanigans. For a bit. Scared me for a second. I was like, oh, my screen went dark. Happens when you unplug things. How is it already almost 9 p.m.? Where has the day gone? See, that's that's one of those things about not having a window. I don't know why, but I was thinking it was way earlier than that. That's crazy. The first thing you upgraded were your walls? Nice. Yeah, it does look way better with walls upgraded. What armies did we have? Let me pull this up. It's funny, the Town Hall 10 guide is so old, I'm still wearing a headset. I stopped wearing a headset for streaming, like 6 months ago. Actually, maybe even longer than that, because I think it was last year. Also, this video has 37,000 views. That's nice. Very nice. But we'll have to make a new one. A few small things to update, mainly just the hero hall. But I mean, everything else, the same general advice applies. Alright, let me find the thing I got on here to look for. I got distracted. Not that happens often. You only did it because you didn't like the purple walls? Hey, that's as good a reason as any. So we've been doing these posts, and I actually need to do some for Town Hall 10 and 11 now. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Oh, I need to actually bring this back down. So it doesn't need to cover the whole screen anymore. There we go. So I've been letting the community vote on what armies we use. And it's been a while since it's been a month since we did this. I need to get on the ball. But for Town Hall 9, people want to see witches. Oh, that's going to be an easy army to do. They want to see witches, hog riders, Lalo. Lalo is fun. We might even do that tonight. Let's see what else people commented. You need a 2-star Town Hall 12 as a Town Hall 9. We're not working on that. Dragons, we can do that. Giant Barcher, we're not doing that. That's not a viable 3-star strategy. So it looks like we have dragons, hog riders, balloons, witches. So that works out perfectly. So we can do basically 2 ground and 2 air. Okay. And then maybe we do another video for like more queen charge stuff. We can do queen charge Town Hall 9. I like that. Oh, this, I was gonna say, wait a minute, super witches. We're not on my Town Hall 9. Let me get rid of this as well. Actually, while we're at it. Oh wait, I gotta get all the pictures. I'm not gonna do that right now. Well, you guys can tell me in the chat, especially since we have at least one Town Hall 10 in the chat. What kind of armies should I do for Town Hall 10? Of course, you're limited, Dings, on how many troops you have available. But let's, hold on, let me open up this account real quick. There we go. Do an image poll. I'll at least get it started and then I can find the pictures later. Where did my text go? Oh, there it is. Alright, so we can do up to 4, which the 4th option is just going to be other put in chat, or other comment. So we can do 3, and then whatever else, people can just comment. But is there anything that I should just go ahead and put in the poll? I guess for Town Hall 10, we could do Lalo, we could do Dragons. I think we can do... Can we do Hybrid at Town Hall 10? Shoot, now I need to open my Town Hall 10 just to see. I think miners come out at Town Hall 11. Unless I'm crazy. But now I'm checking, because I'm not sure. It's been a long time. Alright. We do have miners, so we could do hybrid. We could do witches. Well, it would be Bowler Witch. But I'm just curious if anybody in the chat has any opinions here. Hello, Selena on YouTube. I need to keep the YouTube chat up because it's not working on my multi-chat. Let me try it again. Activate selected. That should be working, but for some reason, it is not. I might have to do something different for this going forward. But for now, I won't worry about it too much. I'll just keep the YouTube chat on. I'm going to type hi just to see if it works now. Looks like no. That's a bummer. Alright, anyway, let's get back to the poll real quick. So I think Bow... We'll do Bowler. I was going to type Bow Witch, but people might not know what that is. People will be like, what's a bow? And I get it. Not everybody knows the lingo. We'll do Lava Loon. Farit, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. So we do Bowler Witch, Lava Loon. We could do dragons, but we kind of do dragons all the time. We'll leave dragons in case anybody specifically wants dragons. But what other options are there? We could do hogs again. I do like hog riders. Could also do... You love dragons? Me too. I'm sure somebody's bound to comment dragons, so we'll put Hog Rider. And then if nobody votes on Hog Rider, we just won't do it. But it's there. I'm sure somebody will vote for it. I'll leave this alone. I'll finish it later. But that'll be the poll that we post later. Alright, we got YouTube chat back up. We got Bow Witch. We got Hybrid. Wait, did I put Hybrid? What am I thinking? We don't need to do Hog Rider. We can do Hybrid. We'll do Hog Miner. Because, again, people, especially at Town Hall 10, might not know what Hybrid is. So I want to make that as clear as possible. Same for Lava Loon, we're going to change it. As clear as possible. There we go. Alright, well that's ready. Let's do some Town Hall 9 stuff. People want to see Witches, which is one of the easiest possible armies you could have at Town Hall 9. It's already even on my army comp. You do also get the Prince at Town Hall 9, which is interesting. We're not going to use it for this, though. I would probably get rid of the Epic, in case people don't have the Epic equipment. Just go with the Rage. I don't want people to be mad about that, understandably. Do I have bases ready for this? We might have to postpone if I don't. We do. These bases look atrocious, though. I might actually want to grab new bases before we do this. Like, what is this even? This is not a good base. I don't even remember where this came from. So let's delete that. Wait, didn't I already get these off of, this one looks fine. This one's interesting. I really didn't like that first base. Oh, I'm also not a maxed out Town Hall 9. That's also kind of a problem. Alright, I'm going to have to put this on the back burner for now. I'm going to have to figure out exactly how I want to do this. I might have to sit and grind out some levels on these defenses before we do Town Hall 9 stuff. But that'll be something I probably work on tonight, actually. Let's do some Town Hall 9 attacks. If we could trophy push to a point where we find good bases... What clan am I in? I'm in Bandits still. Let's go over to Fog. Nope, can't do that either. We'll do clan games later. Let's just farm a little bit here. Get some defenses done. Maybe push a little trophies. Actually, might not even need to farm. Let's get the most egregious defenses upgraded. Like, this obviously needs to go. This needs to go. This is like a brand new Town Hall 9. It's not going to make for good friendly challenges. What we might actually do... I have a fresh Town Hall 10. We can use that for the friendly challenges. I think I would rather do that than hit a new Town Hall 9. So I don't want people to think that the attacks are only working because it's a weak Town Hall 9. That makes sense. So yeah, this would be a much better base to go for. Plus, it's actually going to be a more challenging base as well. Do I have bases? No. Alright, so that'll be the plan. We're gonna get bases for Town Hall 10. We could leave the Inferno Towers off. Like, we can set specifically Town Hall 9 base designs as well. I think that'll be something that we do. So that'll be something I need to work on tonight, is get bases set on here. I need to get these bases upgrading anyway. Let's get all these heroes upgrading. These lower accounts need some attention, to say the least. We'll upgrade you. Where's my offense at? Surely we have some troops to upgrade. Yep. Easy. Easy. What else do we have on offense? Looks like that's about it. That's good. Alright. Let's do one more defense then. Expo it is. Oh, the Town Hall 10's got builders busy now. Alright, well that was pretty much the whole plan for tonight. I think we're going to go ahead and end it there. We had a decent, not really a long stream, but better than what we had been doing. Also, I never did stop my recording, so that's going to be fun to figure out later. Alright, let's see who's live to raid. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up there so I can go and get some dinner. Get something to eat. Also, the plan for tomorrow. I will not be working tomorrow, so we're going to hop on. There's going to be some matches with some Japanese teams tomorrow. Let me actually take a look here. I'll tell you guys who all is playing. So tomorrow morning, it'll be early, like 9 a.m. Eastern. We have Navi versus Neko Fun, and those are both Japanese teams. That's at 9 a.m., and then at 10 a.m. we have Electros JP versus a Japanese name that I can't read. So we have 4 different Japanese teams playing each other tomorrow back-to-back. And then at 11 a.m., we can even watch Carry Esports if we want to. Which, I don't think they're Japanese, but I think they're like a mixed Asian team. I believe it's the one that they have the golden ticket. The second golden ticket team. They were Dizzy Supersonic. I think that's who that is. The Electros team is pretty good. Yeah, we've watched them a few times before. They play really well. So that'll be fun to watch. So we're going to watch like 2 or 3 matches tomorrow. Actually, is there anything good at noon? We might keep it rolling. Oh no, there's nothing at noon. Alright, so 2 or 3 matches it is. We'll get those lined up. Dizzy Group, yeah, those are the ones. I believe that's who's playing that 3rd match. Versus whoever Power Empire is, I'm not sure. Let's see really quickly who might be live to raid into. Well, there's nobody streaming Clash on my list. That's alright, we'll just end it tonight without a raid, but like I said, that'll be it for me tonight. Hope you guys have a great rest of your evening. We'll be back tomorrow super early. So I hope to see you guys then. Until then, have a great rest of your evening, and we'll catch y'all next time. Take care. See y'all later. Oh, where'd my button go? There it is. I found it. Have a good night.